Hi, I'm the Scrub, and you're here for one reason. Oh god, we're back here again. Copperbell, Electric Boogaloo. The first time we did this dungeon, we had to silence a rebellion because the slaves who were in the mine realized that slavery is bad. Now in typical capitalist form, we're back because the slaves have once again realized that slavery is bad. Time to do what every good union does and quell this threat. The things we do for Gil. Time to learn about Copperbell Mines hard. Simplified. Kill everything in the first room and go through the door that the mob burst out from. Wait for everyone in your party to get on the lift before activating the lever. Tanks can pop sprint and pick up all the ads. After the second bridge, you'll reach a collapsed rock. There'll be more mobs spawning on the path behind you, but they don't really matter. It is preferable that you use AoE skills while targeting each rock because everything has a low amount of health. It means that everything will die eventually. Once you go around to the left into the cave and destroy that final rock, you can group up everything that's left and AoE it all down as the first boss is in the next room. The first boss already has a bunch of ads already with him that have basically no health and can easily be defeated with an AoE or two. Tank should pull the boss all the way to the end of the bridged path as the boss will cast Darkfire 3, which will create a fire puddle at the beginning of the bridge. And every time the boss casts Darkfire 3 from this point on, the puddle will extend along the bridge, getting further and further towards the end. If you stand in the puddle, you'll be inflicted with the burn debuff. Nuke every ad that spawns, especially little flame bombs. If they finish casting self-destruct, they will wipe the party. After defeating the boss, jump down the elevator shaft. DPS down the collapsed rock, and make sure that you burst down the fire bombs that will spawn in. The tank will pick up the rest of the ads that spawn in from the sides. After you destroy the rock, kill everything. Follow the path around to the second boss. Don't even attempt to damage the boss. You will barely do any damage to it with standard attacks. Tank just needs to provoke the boss and hold its aggro. Someone else in the party that's not the tank will activate the improvised blasting device, which will then spawn a Waymaker bomb. You'll have to carry this bomb and place it in front of where the boss is walking to damage it. When the bomb turns red, it will be just about to explode, so move away from it. It will take several bombs to break the boss down enough to defeat it. After the first bomb explodes, the boss will begin walking back and forth along the tracks on the ground. Keep this in mind as you're placing future bombs. The boss will also turn to players at random and throw a straight line rock AoE, so healers need to be prepared to heal. During the battle, other small untargetable bombs will spawn, which will explode in small AoEs, so make sure you're not carrying the bomb through them. Fire sprite ads will also spawn. They don't have a lot of health and can be defeated quickly. The boss will also start leaving fire puddles on the ground. If you are holding a bomb and walk through these fire puddles, it will explode immediately. After you get the boss's health to 0, Biggie will emerge from the boss and immediately destroy the blasting device. Be aware of the large bombs that will spawn in one of 3 locations around the arena, which will explode in a very large AoE, so you just need to move out of the orange to dodge it. But Biggie only has a small conal AoE in front of him as his only attack, and he also doesn't have a lot of health, so you can quickly burst him down. When you defeat Biggie, head through the narrow opening and pull everything around the corner to the right to where you just come out of the water. Mitigate and kill everything. Then go through the gap killing the slimes and the final enemies before you go down the path to the final boss. Tanks pull the boss back towards the stone and water area away from the sand, as this is where the Abyss Worm is located. You will know where the worm is located underground, as it will cause sand to spurt out from the ground. Eventually you'll see a message in the chat window and on the screen that says the Abyss Worm is searching for fodder. This is where you will need someone in the party to pick up a piece of the interactable crystallized rock around the arena, and note that if you pick it up, your hotbar will change. You need to place it in the sand area with the only icon available on your hotbar so the worm can eat it. If you don't feed the worm in time, it will cause a whirlpool that will suck all players in from everywhere in the arena towards the middle of the sand. After a while, there'll be more enemies that spawn in that will target players with these crosshairs. These cannot be controlled by aggro. Whoever has the crosshairs has the aggro of the ad. You can nuke them quickly, they don't have a lot of health. Now for the boss. Grand Slam is a cleaving tank buster. It has no cast bar, so don't stand with the tank. The boss will also cast Mercurial Strike, which is a huge knockback if you get hit by it. Power Strike, which gives heavy if you get hit by it, but the heavy is soonerable. And Impact Roll, which is an unavoidable AoE. The boss will repeat these mechanics until he's defeated. Congratulations, you have beaten Copperbell Mines again. My name is the Scrub. Thank you for watching.